mycotoxins is quite strict. It's very difficult to reach. But we, according to customer needs, we submit to the certified lab to test these mycotoxins. TSE, BSE, also written confirmations need to be provided, and also benzene hydrocarbons as 2 ppb below had to be reached as well. Also, the new things about anti-doping. That is for in the 2008 prohibited list. Say, can you make sure your products have not contain anything like that for the liability agents or hormones related substances? But for our green tea extracts, there's nothing just related to this. Not like things from the human bodies or from the animal bodies. So that would be fun. So how to apply green tea extract to food supplements? So actually in the industry there's 3 production methods. That is acyl acetate extraction, acyl acetate dry extraction, and colon absorption extraction. There's 3 production methods of the, I mean, that's a high concentration green tea. If it's a low concentration green tea, just like water extraction, that will be fine. So it's the picture of the acyl acetate extraction. The main reason for using that because tea catechins is more soluble in the acyl acetate. So that will be, we just separate green tea catechins from the rest of the green tea. That is acyl acetate dry extraction. So basically we produce the basic green tea extract with the acyl acetate. Then in the final stage, just the purified. That's colon absorption. We're using macropodous resin using actually the hydrogen bond to connect with the green tea catechins can absorb the green tea catechins from the rest of green tea. That's the main scenario for this type of production method. These are pictures of the production. Okay, will be in a minute. That's testing method as well. 5. So taste of green tea. Very quick. That's dosage of using different industry. For example, like cookies, calling out smoked meat, sausage, ham, just dissolve in the 95% ethanol and add in the food, well blend. Also, fresh fish or things will be. If for flight products, like adding the oil and the food separately, that will be good for preservatives. These 4 products. That's the flow chart. That's one product we supply to Boots for the green tea. And also the EGCG 70% is quite a potent green tea extract. So that will be antioxidant for the milk, ice cream, and meat, sausage preservatives, and a bakery antioxidant. And that is for the weight control products. And that one is for the feel-good supplements, lower blood pressure, and quite improving sleep as well. And that is for, we design one product for Unilever, so for their putting in the tea bags for the weight control products. Yeah. This is a reference, the contact. Thank you very much.
Shenlong. Yes. We're running pretty late, but a lot of the issues that come up, and I'm sure the questions that we'll be asked will come up in the next panel as part of the discussion, economic studies. But so I'm going to appropriate this question space for myself and ask me a question. I think because I opened this with the interdisciplinarity of this conference. What was interesting for me is how separate the history presentation was,
yeah.
The science presentation. And I wonder if there are ways that we can link them more carefully. Shenlong, now as a historian, I'm kind of pedantic about certain things. And Shenlong,
yeah.
a mythical figure,
yeah.
who has only a mythical date.
Yeah.
But what perhaps is important in that quotation is the fact that he tasted
yeah.
the plants,
yeah.
and what it points to and why it's always brought out as an issue is that, of course, it's an empirical tradition. So he tested it. But there are many other aspects to the history of green tea and the history of pharmaceutical products or pharmacological products in China, which would suggest other elements. And I don't suppose it matters to you that these first century, that the work is first century BC and not 5,000. I mean, you know, I'm irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm not expert about history of green tea.
In that sense,
yeah,
is irrelevant
yeah.
to the sort of discussion and presentation that you're making today. But then I think that historians should be wrapped up into every single scientific research project as well as anthropologists, because there are so many other aspects that are important in the efficacy of a product,
yeah,
which may not be brought out by particular styles of evidence. But
yeah.
for example, tea, it brightens the eyes.
Yeah.
And that's because the spirit lives in the heart, and the heart, you're brought back to the heart, and you know, all your senses become more, your sensual acuity becomes much greater. And there are those kinds of things which it would be nice to look at to see whether there are universal aspects or whether they are absolutely quadruple. In any case, it's a comment really. I don't suppose it matters to you really whether it's 5,000 years old or 2,000 years old. Anyway, so
yeah.
With that, let me introduce one of the other conveners of this conference, in the sense that Adrian has funded this conference as well from the Institute of Health and Human Development, and he's going to be chairing the panel on the economics of evidence.
Thanks, Sid.
And thank you, Tracy.
Yep.